Well, today we continue on our journey through the 200 drawing prompt book. Today we're at drawing prompt 170. Let's take a look at it. Drawing prompt 170 is Rastafarian, and we drew Bob Marley, who was a singer-songwriter from Jamaica. Popularized reggae music. Okay, let's get to work and knock off the chatter. Well, I just fast forwarded through the process of coming up with my preliminary drawing. Just kind of roughing it and basically just figuring out where everything's going to be and make sure, you know, his head's not too big and his hands aren't too big, and making sure everything is in the right place. Well, today's prompt is Rastafarian, and you probably, or might not be familiar with the term, but you know those, you see reggae singers with the black, green, yellow, and red hats on, with the dreadlocks and the beards and all that stuff. Well, that's kind of the traditional costume of the Rastafarians, and I think it was this exact style, I think, was popularized by a reggae singer named Bob Marley, and you probably heard the name, and if you're into reggae you probably know his music. He died of cancer in the 80s, but he's a kind of put reggae and this style on the map. I had to look Rastafarian up, and because I didn't feel like I knew as much about it as I probably should. So started out as a religion in Jamaica in the 1930s, and we'll get I think it was a Christian religion. I mean, it still is. But I don't think it's difficult to find out exactly what their doctrine is because they don't have any central authority. And some claim it's strictly, some groups say it's a back to Africa movement that's only open to black people. I think they might have changed that a little bit when Bob Marley, this guy we're drawing today, he was half white. And he really popularized the style of the Rastafarians and the music. It's called reggae. I guess the Rastafarian religion, they have, they have different groups and different, different, specific doctrines, but they all go by the King James version of the Bible. And the article I read was kind of funny. They go by the Bible as long as it doesn't, as long as it doesn't conflict with their beliefs. I don't know why I thought that was funny, but another kind of unique part of the story is that the Rastafarians considered the leader of Ethiopia. It was a guy named Haile Selassie. They considered him a prophet. Some even considered him godlike. And they some groups of Rastafarians actually felt like the African should strive to, or people of African descent should strive to return to Africa. And this is a convenient thing. Marijuana is considered a religious sacrament. They use it as part of their religion. And now I think there are actually perhaps more Rastafarians in Africa than there are in Jamaica. And that's kind of curious. The reason these hats are so big is often because they're knit, and they want to be able to slide or stuff all their hair into it. And they do the the dreadlock thing. I'm not sure how that all works, but I mean that's a now I have to look that up. I'm so curious. Here we have talking about Rastafarians, and now I'm curious about where this dreadlock hairstyle came from. It's a I don't think the Rastafarians invented it. It must have been a style somewhere else. Drawn in the hands and arms first. Because the dreadlocks are going to go behind the hands. Well, over here, dreadlocks go over part of the arm. But when you got depth to the picture, you got to make sure you don't when you're doing this technique anyway. Now the shirt and the hat are going to be colored in the green, yellow, and red, kind of a plaid pattern, kind of a random plaid pattern, and I'm putting that in now. I just went outside and fed my cats. It's cold today. It's supposed to warm up though. This green and yellow and red, I don't know if it's I know it has some traditional meaning. But I don't know what that is. I don't know if they need to be in any particular order. I put the yellow in the middle, and I'll just, because this is a photograph of Bob Marley. So this must be right, that order. So I'll go with, put red on the bottom. And yellow in the middle. Put a little background in here. This is a concert. So this I'm echoing the colors in the hat, in the spotlights. By putting this background in here, it'll bring him forward a little bit. Now I'll put in some of the color on his shirt. And there'll be reflected in the background, in his hat. Now there's little bracelets. You do those in same colors. In this picture, you can see his hair is very black. So I'm going to try to capture that. Now this is an older picture of him when he was older. And it looks like he's got some gray in his beard. So I guess we're doing the young, because he's got some gray here in his dreadlocks. But in this younger picture, it's all black. So we're going to call it black. So I don't know what the best thing is. I'll try just black pencil. I could try ink. I don't know if that'd be too stark though. Well, we added another name to our list of celebrities that we've included in our prompts. Let's take a look at today's picture. Today's prompt was Rastafarian. I've been saying it all day or all morning, and now I can't say it. So we drew Bob Marley singing. He was a singer-songwriter from Jamaica. And overall, I think I'm pretty satisfied. Okay, let's take a look at tomorrow's prompt. Prompt for January 23 will be laboratory or laboratory if you're from Britain. Hope to see you then.